our fathers are always complaining that we don't give them the right gift. 2 weeks ago, a friend called me and told me that she wanted to get a good friend a gift and was wondering what gift to give to the person. Well, I was wondering as well because I was lost for gift ideas, and I said to myself, my goodness, if only I knew the right gift to give to favorite people, it would be very easy. Today, we are talking about gifts. Yes. What gift will you give to the right person? I mean, what gifts will you give to your father? What gifts will you give to your mother, to your friend, your boyfriend, your husband, your wife? Because you can't give every gift to everybody. So today I have with me Abigail Frimpong, who is the managing partner at Gift Emporium, right? Yes. Okay, and we are talking about gifting, how to get the right gift. Welcome, Abigail.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm amazing. And you?
I'm fine, thank you, Abigail. You're looking beautiful this morning. You came with your baby.
I did.
Baby Dave. Baby, how old is baby Dave?
Baby Dave is 8 months tomorrow.
Nice. Wow. Yeah. Are we throwing a party?
Not yet.
Are we getting baby Dave a gift since he's 8 months tomorrow?
You put me on a real tight corner. I think I would have to.
So if you're
Daddy would have to.
Okay, so if Daddy is getting baby Dave a gift, what gift will he gift for an 8-month baby?
That's so dicey. Not so easy to tell what will really work for him. But I know he likes this kind of toy that makes this funny sound. The ones that do that. So when Daddy gets him that, I'm sure he's going to be much happy.
Okay, on that note, I think that is all, it boils down to what makes you happy as a gift. Absolutely. Okay, so now we're talking about gifting. First of all, if I'm giving somebody a gift, do I look at the relationship I have with the person before? How do you give a gift to somebody?
Amazing. Thank you, Jess. I think when it comes to gifting, and even before I say that, I want to say hello to everybody. And many thanks for the wonderful opportunity to be with you and everyone today. So gifting is basically anything that is free. So if it's your time, your energy, your money, whatever it is, once it's something coming from you to another person without any expectations, then it's a gift in this sense. And so it boils down to relationships, and you would always want to, build that kind of cordiality with anybody that you are gifting with. So it definitely affects relationships. It certainly does.
It does affect relationships. Talking about time, I spoke to somebody about gifting, and the person was, oh, once you give me love, it's gifts. It's love gifts.
Amazing. Amazing. I think it comes to the languages of love as a matter of fact, depending on what somebody is excited with. Talking about the 5 languages of love, we are looking at touch, affection, words of affirmation, quality time, and giving gifts is one of them. So if somebody's love language is not gifting, then certainly gifting will not be a thing. But if that is the person's love language, then you can give the person all the love you think you have, unless you add a bit of a gift, no matter how small, it wouldn't really make much.
Why should we give a gift to someone?
Amazing. I think gifting goes way back. It's as old as humans. And in biblical terms, or in whichever religious term you're looking at, gifting is divine. So anything that is so, inherent in humans is something that is practiced over time and well accepted. Is beautiful. So I think over the period, gifting has been part of us, and it gives us a lot of, positive energy. Any giver, even as the Bible says, it's better to give than to receive. And once you are giving, you are a lot happier. And once you are happier, you are a better person, knowing that you're making someone else also, happier and better. So that's.
Is it true that when we give women gifts, they appreciate it more than when you give men gifts?
Would that not be a bit subjective? That's what I would say. Everybody loves gifts. Having been in this industry for maybe like 5 years, both men and women look so excited anytime I'm to deliver a gift. I mean, with my colleague Henrietta, I'm sure she'll be joining us, in the conversation as we go on. I mean, having done this for like 5 years, both men and women look excited when we deliver gifts to them. So I believe it's not just women who enjoy it. Men really enjoy gifts as well, especially the surprise type, when he's least expecting and boom, we are here to deliver this to you. I mean, women are a lot more dramatic when it comes to, how we express the kind of joy we have, although the men will not be as dramatic as us, but you can really tell that he's so excited, he's so happy when he receives the gift.
What are some of the gifts that makes men happy? Because they are complaining that they don't want the boxes
anymore. And singlets anymore.
No boxes, no singlets. So what is it that you can give to your man that will make him so excited?
I think gifting in itself, there isn't any, solid rule about that. Once something has meaning, it can certainly be giving. And so if to say you give a man this or you give a man that would be quite unfair. But I believe it depends on the person. Depending on what excites an individual, it's best you stick to that kind of ways when you are gifting a man. If somebody is the person who likes, let's say, gadgets, and you are gifting the person a flower, it's really not going to make much sense to the person. He doesn't really like it. He might smile all the same, but yeah. So it's not about singlets, it's not about boxes, but it's about what really excites the person. You need to really know somebody to be able to gift the person, right? So if the person is a husband, a brother, or whatever, it's important you know what the person really likes.
Does this mean that we need to discuss, gifting ideas with our partners or our friends or loved ones before we give them something? Because like there are people that, you just met and you just admire them and you want to give them a gift. You don't know what to give to them. So what do you do then? Do you discuss it with them before you give it to them?
The interesting thing about gifting is it's an expression of good thoughts that you've had about somebody. So it's not always that you are able to give that perfect gift, but just the mere thoughts of, wanting to give something many a times make people very excited in the first place. And so, for instance, with the scenario you just give, I just met Jocelyn today. She's so pretty. I want to give her something. Looking in my, within my budget, within what I can get within the period and all of that, there might be options. So that will bring me to at least getting to know a little bit about, the person.
But some people look like they have everything. People tell me I have everything. I don't have everything. I don't have everything.
Nobody has everything. I don't think so.
Why do they think like that?
Because I believe sometimes we want to gift to suit us. As though, although I'm giving the thing to you, I want to find out, is it really useful to me? That is the problem sometimes we do have when it comes to people giving. But if we take ourselves out of the picture and focus more on the one we are giving, I believe it will take away that feeling of she has everything. You see her to have everything, but just a perfume would really make a nice, impression on the person that, wow, this is nice. She might have, much more expensive stuff, but just a little gesture, the thought.
But sometimes the thought is not enough. We know that because sometimes the whole idea of somebody gifting you something and the person says, I know you have too many shoes, so I'm going to give to you a bag, and you are not a bag person.
Exactly.
So the thought didn't count there, right?
Absolutely. I think that the thought here shouldn't be misinterpreted. The thinking is that I want to give somebody this. I want to really tell her something. It's a birthday, it's a wedding, or maybe it's just an ordinary day. I just want to make her smile. That is the thought. I just want to make her smile. So it's not really about the item I'm gifting. It's more about how I want the person to feel. And that is where the thinking or the thoughts comes in. And once that is behind whatever you are giving, I believe it serves the purpose for why you're doing that.
Some people love to gift cards. I'm not a card person. I'll use myself as an example once I'm seated here. If you're giving me a card, it's all right, but make sure there's a gift attached to the card. Yes, express your card.
Very important.
Don't bring a card telling me that you're expressing your love through the card. No.
Oh my goodness. My goodness.
Am I wrong on that?
No, you're not wrong. I mean, it's loving gifts or wanting to be gifted is not materialistic, and it's not wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, coming back to the love languages, if yours is not words of affirmation, no amount of good words would really excite you. If yours is gifting, then it shouldn't be just a card bearing beautiful words. It should come with, something else.
Come with something. Come with a shoe.
Oh
come
my
with a
goodness.
bag. Come with some money, some dollars. Anyway, so let's talk about the gifting ideas for fathers, because Father's Day is just around the corner. If I want to gift my father or my husband, something, what's the best thing to gift to the person? Or what should I consider before gifting?
When it comes to the celebration of our fathers or the very men in our lives, irrespective of the role they play and all that, I believe it's important to think ahead. That is sometimes the problem we face. People don't, it's like it just occurred to the person right now and, anything available. No, that wouldn't be right. If you really want to give Daddy, husband, or any other person the Sunday, please think ahead. Don't wait till Saturday evening. You won't get it right. Because you would need to consider a few things to be able to give right. Even your budget, for instance, should, direct what you can get. Maybe Daddy would be glad if he gets the latest Benz, but you can't get that.
Afford it.
Exactly. But if you don't really take time and say, okay, aside the Benz, what would make him smile? Wow, I think the last time we spoke, he mentioned a smartwatch. It seems he now fancies that. That thought could help you to know that, okay, then if I can't get him a Benz, let me get him a smartwatch. And that could work. Exactly. So the first thing is for you to think through it. Have time to plan it. Consider your budget and all that has to do with it. And if it's a vendor who to even engage on these. And I think if we don't do that, then we would have problems with what we give on Sunday. Exactly.
Do men like balloons? You do a lot of delivery. Do they love the balloons?
From the little experience I have, many a times the man wouldn't want too much of a show off if you are giving him. Yeah, so he would, oh wow, that's nice. But if there is a bit of so much of it, to be like, everybody's watching me, sort of, So we don't really add balloons to our men's.
What about the saxophone? It looks like it's a new trend.
I guess. With a bit of music and all of that. I think men, from what we've seen, it's more of the females that we get a lot of good reactions from. The men will be like, it looks a bit noisy, but still some men will really love to be celebrated in that manner. But I believe, on an average, it's more of a women thing than a man thing. Okay,
so looking at shirts, is it a good thing to give to your father? Maybe you buy him shirts on the regular. Is it okay to still give him a shirt on Father's Day?
Father's Day, shirts. It's not a bad idea at all. No matter what, everybody dresses up. And picking a very sleek, nice, well-presented shirt for a Father's Day is not out of league. If that is what you can afford, if that's what you think he might like, it's a good thing. But then if every year, one thing about gifting is that if it's overly repetitive, it becomes boring. Last 2 years, you bought him a shirt. This last year, you bought him a shirt.
Even if that's what he likes.
Even if that's what he likes, you would have to spice things up a bit more. You don't make it so repetitive. Then he knows, this year too, I'm getting a shirt. Once it comes, next year it's a shirt. Every year it's a shirt. One time you take it to him and you'll be wondering, a shirt again.
And he won't appreciate it.
Exactly, and it won't really spark the kind of excitement we want to.
So let's look at the ideas, the gift ideas for Sunday. Give us some.
When it comes to the Sunday, I believe our contemporary dads and husbands are doing amazing, and they need to be celebrated. Exactly. So when it comes to the ideas, it will run from very simple giftings to quite elaborate and luxurious ones. So for this Sunday, if you're low on budget and all of that, you could get him a perfume. It works for many people, but not everybody.
Okay.
So you should be aware whether or not it works for him. If it does, it's not bad. You can take a look at one of these boxes. Yes.
Okay.
It's a very simple.
And it has a perfume in there.
Exactly. So something like this. It's just a single item, quite small. I mean, if you want to look at how it is, but then it's a good impression. As cute as this, you can give that out. A wristwatch could work. If he loves to read, you can gift him a book.
Gift him a book as well, okay?
Or maybe a journal or something he can write in.
Okay.
Or as usual, a shirt.
Why are we not talking about the boxes? What happened?
Please, let's just drop the boxes this year, please.
Why? Is it that the boxers' demand is on high and so we don't want to do the boxes anymore?
It's been so repetitive. It's like you open and you know either it's a singlet or a boxer in there, and once
but
you
they don't
find
like buying their own boxes. Is it not so? They don't like buying it.
That is the other part of. You can get him the boxes and the singlets on other days. For this special Sunday, please step up a bit.
Let's step up. So we're doing the perfumes.
You can do the watches. You can pick up a favorite book. If you know he talks about a particular book he wants to read, you can get it for him. Let's read a bit more. And normally these are.
Can we do cake?
Cakes for Father's Day. It's really not a regular thing, but it's not a bad idea at all. It isn't. I mean, after, let's say, church service, the family meets and daddy has a cake. He's wondering, is it my birthday?
Yeah, I know, right? It's a good feel.
It's not a bad thing at all.
Right. Let's take a quick break on this note. We are talking about gifting. You know, Father's Day is just around the corner. You need to call a friend to tune in right now. We are streaming on Facebook as well. That's Joy Prime TV. I mean, when we come back, we'll definitely go open the phone line for you at home to ask any question that you have to ask on the show. Stay with us. We'll be right back. We are talking about the essence of gifting. Actually, it's not just the essence of gifting, but how to get the right gift for your loved ones. And of course, we have Abigail Frimpong, who is a managing partner at Gift Emporium. And Henrietta is joining us on Zoom. Henrietta Siedu is also a managing partner at Gift Emporium, but she's joining us via Zoom. Hello, good morning, Henrietta.
Good morning, and how are you?
Fine, thank you. How are you too?
I'm great.
Thank you for joining us via Zoom this morning. We are talking about gifting. Of course, you are the expert. And like I said, Sunday is just around the corner. We are celebrating our fathers. They are complaining that we don't give them the right gift. Quickly touch on the gift ideas that we should give to our fathers this particular Sunday.
Thank you very much. Obviously, it's an exciting season for us in the gifting business, and we look forward to exciting our clients on Father's Day with our packages. One thing that people should be concerned about is with seasons on Father's Day giftings, it's important you'd consider the person's interest, because these are people you've built relationship with over time, and therefore you know what they like. And in selecting gifts, you should consider the person's age as well, and then be able to pick the right gift package for the person. And more importantly, gifts that people would value and cherish over a long period of time, and leaving a lasting moment in their minds, even after the season. And therefore, at Gift Emporium, we're looking at having a wide range of gift packages for young, middle-aged men, and then the old men as well. Talking of husbands, young husbands, old husbands, and then the middle-aged husbands. And so you will have a wide range for our clients during the season.
Right. Now, talking about the age, let's look at the older husbands or our fathers. You know, what are the gifts we should give to them? Some of the gifts you think that will make them happy.
Okay, all right. So for much older people, you're looking at giftings that, of course, do have lasting moments for them, and therefore you should consider their interest as well. And therefore, mostly I'll be looking out for. I'll be serving our clients with more customized or branded items. Most older people like to write a lot, so you could look at some branded diaries for them as well, branded mugs, and then branded shirts for them, or a Lacoste for them. They always want you to be young, even though they are old. And therefore, these are some of the things we will be looking at in serving our clients for older men during this season. And therefore, some also do have taste for more personal items. So we're looking at having some perfumes as well, touch not brands we'll be serving them with, and also some healthy foods like fruits, hamper packages for fruits for the older people, because we want them to also live younger for us. Exactly.
You know, it didn't even cross my mind, especially the branded items. It never crossed my mind. I was thinking of the shirts and the cliche kind of things. But yeah, the branded items do leave a lot of impression on the men.
It does. It surely does. And people always want to associate themselves with things that resonates with them, and therefore it's easy for them to always remember and pick it up anytime they feel the need for.
Right.
And they don't forget exactly and who sent it. It's really important to them. And anytime they pick it, they remember the person who sent it. And therefore we should consider this at this season. Yeah.
What about the middle-aged fathers? What are we looking at giving to them?
Okay, so I think they are in their exciting moment, whether married or not, they are still in their exciting moment. So they'll be looking out for more personal and young items like maybe a socks, a cufflinks, and then wine they would enjoy.
Right.
With their wife or with their girlfriends, exactly. And they would share with them as well, and chocolates. So these are some of the things we are also looking at.
Do men like chocolate?
Yeah. Yes, they do. Some do, to be honest. Yeah, and wine. You know, we complement it with wine, so they are okay with that. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. I think my eyes are being opened today, I must say, because I would never have bought a man chocolate. But getting to know that they actually do love the chocolate with the wine.
They do.
That's nice.
Anytime let me come in with this. Anytime maybe a lady orders a gift for the man, she would say, oh, maybe I want a socks, but then can you add a little bit of chocolate just for him to have a taste? Because I know he doesn't like it that much, but then the chocolate will do some good. And that's why for me, when it comes to seasons like even Valentine, it's also important that we share chocolate. It's a sign of love, and, you know, it suits the soul as well.
So the young ones, it's not about the shirts. Harriet, are you there?
It's not always the case.
It's not always
the case.
For the young ones. Okay.
Yeah.
And what about the branded items for the young ones? Or they don't cherish it as much as the older generation cherishes it?
Oh, they do. But for them, they'll be looking at like maybe a cup,
okay,
a hat, which is branded. They'll also be looking at maybe a thermal flask being branded.
Yeah.
And also things that they do also love it. But I would say the older men do appreciate it more than the young men.
So true. I think I can relate to that. What about a vacation? Ooh. Yeah.
So a hamper for a vacation, yeah.
A vacation. What about that? What do you think? Will it work? Will it do the magic for the men?
It would do. So sometimes we do even a spa gift. It's also good for them.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
All right, Henrietta, we'll let you stay on. Don't go anywhere. We'll come back to talk to you because we need to talk to Abigail here. Abigail's been smiling throughout. I think I agree with everything Henrietta is saying.
I sure do. I think one thing she mentioned that is really exciting is the fact that the men also want to be treated good like us. A spa gift isn't bad. This Father's Day, if you can afford it, at a very good place, it's not bad for him to get a good massage, a nice pedicure and all that. It's not bad. Sometimes we make it more of a cliche thing. If it's a man, give him this. If it's a woman, give him that. But I believe this time, if you want to explore a little bit more, sometimes you can even give the person a voucher, a gift voucher for the person to grab what he wants from a particular, shop outlet or something. It would amaze you how much of a smile you will get from that. It could even be movie tickets, depending on which part of the world you are in.
Just movie tickets and you're good to go.
Yes. The good thing is you get to go with him because you buy two. And it's a good time, to also benefit from
you get to enjoy. I think I should just take my husband to go eat fufu. He likes to eat fufu.
You can as well add some fuel coupons after, because you know what's
fuel
happening.
Is expensive.
Absolutely.
Now.
I believe if anybody receives fuel coupons this particular period, the person is going to be so excited.
But will they remember? Because these are things that, once it's used, that's it.
One thing about gifting is that the entire process from thinking about the person to getting a particular gift, finally handing it to the person, and the moment the gift exchange hands is very important. The person might have used whatever it is, but could keep the memory of when you really surprised them at his office, or maybe at church, right after service, everybody's around daddy and everyone is singing or doing something. That memory, will linger on, even if the particular gift you gave gets exhausted or used up. Exactly. So it's more about the moment. It's more about the memory that is created whilst giving a gift.
Right.
And that's what makes the trick.
That's what makes the trick. Let me go back to Herita. Are you on, Herita?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so there's this whole vibe of the saxophone and balloons, people marching up to people's offices to surprise them. What's happening? And are people really loving this new trend?
They are. The trends have changed. Previously, we used to have just you go into a shop and grab it and that is it. You don't really consider what's inside. You just pick it and go. But this time around, things have changed. The process of even selecting a gift has changed. The packaging process has also changed. We're making it more exciting for people, even after the gift has been given to the receiver. And so we're complementing our giftings with some of these things: the sound of music, the experience that comes with even receiving it and unboxing the whole package you have received. It's a feel, and people are enjoying it, and people are even requesting for more than what it used to be before. And
really?
So in packaging it, actually we put a lot of thought, a lot of love, and a lot of interest of the client or the receiver in mind. And therefore, when the person gets to receive it, it blows out of proportion, and that is why now we're having the sound of music, saxophone, and even a lot of family people making surprises to the receiver during that time when the gift is being delivered.
Now, let's switch the conversation a little bit to our mothers. It looks like they are also the most difficult people to please, because it looks like everything you give to your mother, you don't know what to give to your mother. Your mother has it all. She has the laces, she has everything.
The fabrics, the necklaces, and everything.
But before that, let me activate the phone line for people at home to join the conversation, because I know you are itching to say something. You can call us, just call us, or send in your messages. It will be read on air. We are talking about gifts. And Sunday, we need to give out the gift. I've gotten to know that I can actually, take my husband on a date and he will be satisfied.
Exactly.
He will. The vouchers will work as well. He will.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
But then he's definitely going to get a package as well, because me, if you take me on a date alone, I don't like. When you take me on a date, let me unbox something at a date.
Necessary.
But you can join the conversation, and I have with me Abigail, and Herita is joining also via Zoom. I was switching the conversation to our mothers. So what do we give to our mothers? What are some of the gift ideas for our mothers?
Wait, let me come in here. So you know our moms, sometimes they often want the cash, right?
Yeah.
So we've also revised our packages based on the interest of our clients as well, and to study how people would want to appreciate things one way or the other. And so apart from the spa that we often used to give to our moms, now we have the cash packages. I'm sure Abigail might have dwelt more on this.
Oh yeah,
and
these
also
cash packages.
yes, we add a bit of chocolate and wine.
Bouquet.
Yes, if you want to give your mom, we put it in a beautiful box, and the packaging is done well. And we even add balloons just to pop it up. And then when she opens it, now she's excited because it's no longer just a spa items, but then she also gets to get the cash that she wants. And that's one new trend we've added to Mother's Day packages.
I did this trend in my house. This trend. I have a caller online, Herita. Please hold on. Let me answer this call, okay? Hello, good morning. The Mexican.
Yes, madam.
You're
good
calling
morning.
from Takrady.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm also doing wonderful.
Fantastic. Your opinion this morning or your question?
Yeah, I think recently we are trying to lift up Father's Day as well, at least to try and match up to a bit of the Mother's Day. For this Father's Day, me, myself, I'm demanding a special gift from my wife.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm demanding it from her, and then it gets into a system so that you know that I'm trying, and then I hope you will leave your number or a contact at the station so that I'll get her to contact you. Okay.
Okay.
But then talking about chocolate for men, well, I'm somebody who was never into chocolate. But recently, I don't know what has come over me. I'm getting to 50 years. I've started growing so much love for chocolate. I always have it around me. At the office, at home, in my bag, wherever, in the car, wherever I go, I have chocolate. So I think that and chocolate is not bad. I've fallen so much in love with chocolate. So romantic, so sweet when it's you know, I always love it hard as well. So I keep it in the fridge. When you take it into your mouth, and it starts to melt, and it feels like something else. You know that shit. So
the Mexican. So what do you want your
man, you are
wife?
beginning to love chocolate as well.
What do you
love
want
everything
your
that
wife
women
to
love,
give
so
to
that you
you?
can share moments, special moments with you. You know that.
Right. What do you want your wife to give to you on Sunday?
You know, I'll get her to contact you. So make sure you leave your contact.
Okay.
But some perfume, more of. I'm getting to my 50s, but I still look so small, and sometimes I forget that I'm getting to 50 years. And so some of these middle age things will be lovely as well.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for calling. Okay, so it looks like the men are loving the chocolate. It never crossed my mind.
It's a new thing, and it's interesting. I mean, people are liking all sort of things that initially you wouldn't think of as a gift. I mean, it's pretty interesting. So whatever you do, what most of our packages, if you take a look at our Instagram or Facebook page, Gifts Emporium, you see that we add chocolates to almost every gift because we've come to realize that almost everybody likes it. So if it's for a young person or an old person, whoever it is, once it's added to any gift, it brings some good smiles. You hear comments like, oh, so there's chocolate or something like that. And so anything that is out of your heart, you can give out.
I have a question. Rita, hello, please. I want to know the kind of gift I can give to my father who is outside Ghana. Everything is outside Ghana. So what are we giving? Rita, what are we giving to a father outside Ghana?
She's in London,
For us,
so
we
maybe she'll be able to help
delight
us.
our international clients, and that's one thing we pride ourselves with over the years, and we've not disappointed them on that. And so one thing I would also want to know, even though we have our main packages, what we also tend to do is we do customization in terms of also what the client also wants, and that option is also opened. But then to be able to advise the person, one thing I always do is to probe further, find out about the person's age, in terms of conversation with the person, what do you think are the person's interests and colors as well, because in packaging we put all these things into thought to be able to have a really bright package. So I think it would be good she contacts us, and then we take it from there. So we have something really bright and colorful, and as well as thoughtful and a good experience for a father. Yeah.
Okay, all right. I have a caller on the line. Hello, good morning, Victoria.
Good morning.
How are you?
Please, I'm good. What about you?
I'm fine, thank you. What do you have for us this morning?
I would like to recommend Gift Emporium for all because they do really good. Their goods are affordable and very nice.
That's nice.
Their
Thank
packaging are very nice. It's 1 in a million. So I would like to tell all to know that they should purchase from them, and their goods are very affordable, very nice. And on Mother's Day, I did some for my mother and myself. But my mama Stella, they are from Pond, and it was nice. Everyone loved it, so we do recommend it to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Victoria. Thank you. I'm really loving the money bouquet. What happened that the money bouquet came to being? I mean, how did it all start?
What a bloom. I'll pick it. Before I go to the money bouquet, I just want to add before I forget, Hetty is currently in London. So if you want us to deliver anything in London for you, you kindly take, the opportunity between today and tomorrow. You can place your order. She will help us deliver it to your person out there. If you have any international person in London that you want to be delivered to. So that's no excuse.
Wonderful. Yes. And you package it beautifully.
Absolutely.
And you deliver.
Yes.
Nice.
It will be done before Sunday. If you're able to help us with, finalizing everything between today and tomorrow, she will be able to pick it up and personally deliver it on your behalf.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll definitely leave our contact before the show ends.
Okay.
But let's answer this whole money bouquet.
Money bouquet thing. I believe the whole, gifting industry is becoming very dynamic. Today you wake up and somebody has started this particular trend and many people pick up on. So I believe it was one-time thing that maybe somebody thought of and everyone is following the trend. So I think one thing that is happening in the industry as well is the influence of our Nigerian partners. This whole trend basically started with our Nigerian, gifters or gift vendors. That's where the whole bloom started. You see them making it in the form of a cake, in the form, a whole lot of things. And it started with the cake money, the money that are hidden in cakes.
Right.
That if somebody would
remember that one.
pull it out, pulling it out. The good feeling.
How come nobody has given me that yet?
Please stay curious, everybody. And from there, it's evolved into being made into a bouquet or being, put into a box or something like that. So there's a lot of sharing with us and Nigerians on that particular front. And so I think it's a trendy thing. It's exciting. I remember we gave one older woman that particular gift, and trust me, her joy knew no bounds.
Of course, women, we love money.
We do.
You should give me some, but make sure it's not 10 Ghana notes, though.
Yeah, the dollar bills are not bad.
Are not bad.
I get that.
Make it dollar bills. Anyway, I have a question here, and this is coming from Agbeno Heavy. I hope I got the name right. It reads, good morning, mommy. I'd like to know what I can give to my boss who treats me like his own daughter on Father's Day.
Interesting. Once he treats you as a daughter, you are his daughter. And so with all that we've talked about, for a boss, normally we want to stay much more corporate. As professional as it is. Although he takes you as a daughter, in the sense of work, you would want to be very professional with that. So for that, normally we have these branded, writing materials. It could be a branded pen, it could be a branded book, which could be a diary, or, something that is
Can
branded.
we do picture frames? Does it work or it doesn't really work?
With a man, it sure does.
Okay.
He can hang it up at his office, and it maybe anytime he lifts his head up, he sees that he's like, she gave me this. It's a beautiful reminder. You could not frame just he himself. If you have, a nice photo of his family, you can do that. You can frame that for him. And I believe he's going to be very excited because he can either place it on his table or hang it on his wall, and a reminder that he has a wonderful family back home. isn't a bad thing.
Isn't bad at all. Let's read this one. She said, how can I get some of your packages for my dad, and how much will it cost? It's coming from Rachel Lincoln. Rachel, they'll leave their number, so just hang on there. They'll leave their number. You can take it, and then you just call them once the show is done. So, you're still on, Henrietta?
Yes, I am.
All right. So now, apart from the money for our mummies, we want to, mix it up because some birthdays are, around the corner. Apart from the money, bouquet, the laces, do they still work? Do the fabrics still work?
Yes, they do. They do. Still, I think some people still have interest in that. Like I said, some also have the branded thing at heart. The pillows being branded.
Oh yeah, that one too.
Citations. Yes, citations on glasses. They also want and appreciate that, especially women from the professional front. They appreciate those things a lot. And so these are some of the things we bring in aside the cloth, the scarf, and all those things. Exactly, yeah.
But will the pillows work for our daddies?
Oh, yes, they do. They do. Okay. They do work. Some of them are, like I said, that's why you really have to consider the person's interest, the likes of the person, exactly. And sometimes we do find out from the person placing the order how well he knows the person, what he thinks or she thinks the person would like. But then sometimes they are unsure of what the person would like. We then probe further and find out the person's age. Is
that when the food basket comes in? Because it looks like the food basket is also becoming a new trend altogether.
It is. And now that people are pushing for healthy stuff, we do have, even apart from the fruits, we do have tea packages, healthy tea packages that we give to the clients as well. Yeah. Nuts and all these things comes with the package. So even with the fruits, we can add wine, we can have tea as a complement to it in a basket, yeah.
Right. So we have some packages here that people can see right here, beautifully packaged by yours truly,
Gifts Emporium.
Good. And we have lace in there. So if you're giving a lace, is it advisable to add anything else? Because lace is quite expensive.
It is.
So do you have to add something else to, boost the whole thing, or you can just do a lace and it's good to go?
I think one thing I've really, learned from this process is that the presentation of a gift is a very huge part of the gifting process in its all. And so, like you said, laces are very expensive. And if you are gifting a lace, you feel this should be enough. And the good thing is you can add just a little tweak to the whole thing and it will make a wonderful impression. Some flowers, just a bottle of wine, just a few chocolates will just, make the whole thing lavish and luxury looking. But then the main gift you'll be giving would be the lace fabric.
Now, do the men love the money as well? We the women, we love it all. But do the men love it?
The men do.
They love the money.
I remember we once went to a very high personality's office with a money in a box gift. He saw it and he's like, hey, gifts, who is bringing me this? And we didn't seal it. So he just opened it, so he's, hey, cash! The expression of, the good surprise was like, hey, cash! It tells you that he was excited that he's been given a gift. Certainly he came with a bottle of wine and some chocolates. But then the cash was what really.
But does the amount matter? The cash, the amount matters to me.
So the amount is good,
It does. Sometimes you want to be a bit considerate. If you want to give somebody, let's say 100 cedis, it's not a bad idea. It's not at all. You can have a good change of 5 cedis, and that's about 20 pieces in a beautiful box. Okay. Before the person knows it's just about 100 cedis, you're already gone, and the person has already loved it. And it's gone, So it's really not entirely about the actual amount, but I believe in this contemporary times about how it's packaged and how it's presented. Yes.
The packaging, it sometimes comes in the form of a bouquet.
It does.
And sometimes just in a box.
The
box vibe is nice. If you want to gift me anything on Father's Day, I'm still here.
It's Father's Day.
But I mean, Father's Day, I'm still here. I'm receiving gifts. So if you feel like giving me something on Father's Day, let me tell you what I want. I want the money package.
Very simple and straightforward.
Yes, the money, the amount matters. Don't add card. You don't add card. But let's talk about shoes for the men.
Whoa.
Do they appreciate it when we give it to them? Let me come to you, Herita. You are in London. The shoes for the men, do they appreciate it when we give it to them on like Father's Day and stuff like that?
They love it. They love it. They really love it. I think we've had quite a number of clients even bringing in their shoes. They buy it and bring them, and we also package them. We also do have vendors we collaborate with during this time to get some quality Italian shoes as well for the men. And they love it, yeah. They complement their shoes even with towels as well for the men.
Right. What about the watches? Yeah. The watches, the bracelets?
Yes. The watches, they love it. The watches, you know, normally if you give them a watch, they would want to complement with a wallet.
Yeah.
Then it's complete.
Oh, right. Right. So watch with the wallet.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
What about the ties? With the ties. It was in season, but it looks like the tie is not in season anymore.
It's not as much as it used to be. Yeah, certainly. I think because fashion is very dynamic. Sometimes something is very trendy, another time it's not really. But then people really would ask for socks in replacements for a tie.
Okay.
It's interesting why people would want that. Yes, a pair of socks. Maybe the person would say, can you have 3 pairs of socks? I want multicolored, or maybe I want a single color and all of that.
Okay.
I believe it's an everyday thing. Every time a man is stepping out, except he's in, let's say, slip-ons or something, he gets to wear a sock.
But do they appreciate the socks? Or we, the women, we are the ones pushing the socks?
It shouldn't be just the socks in a box. It should be just one of the little things you've added to the main thing.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. We can't wait to see what gifts our fathers are getting. On Monday, when we activate the phone lines, we'll like our fathers to call us and tell us the kind of gifts that they received. But thank you so much for being here, Abigail.
Absolutely,
your final words before you leave, and then I go to Herita Online.
Oh my goodness, I'm really excited to be here. I'm so grateful for this wonderful opportunity to share some of, our doings at Gift Emporium. I believe that over the last 5 years, having worked with people on what to gift and all that, we've really had some good experiences. And so this Father's Day, if you want to make the perfect impression, contact Gift Emporium. We would walk you through the options, and I believe that you'll be able to get something really nice, but very simple.
Your number before you go.
Okay, so for ease, I'll just one number. That is the 0245-718431. It's on WhatsApp, and you can call as well. 0245-718431.
All right.
And you'll be able to reach us. You can look at us up on Facebook, Gift Emporium, and then on Instagram is giftemporium.gh. And you can give us a message, DM us, and we get talking.
Okay. Herita, are you still on?
Yes, I am.
Okay, your final words before you go, Herita.
Great. It's not too difficult to get a gift, and it actually be expensive. You don't have to break the bank to get a gift. Gifting has become part of us, and especially for women, if they want to give to men, I think this is the right season to take advantage of and show the men that they love them. They appreciate them for being around them. Therefore, we're looking at blowing the minds of people this season with our gifting packages. Don't look any further. Just hook us, and then we'll help you gift to right this season.
Okay, thank you so much, Herita. So if the people in London want to reach out to you, what's the best way to reach out to you?
Okay, so I'm using my Vodafone number here.
Okay.
On WhatsApp, I can easily be reached on 050-981-2245.
Okay. Please mention it again. They are now writing it down.
Okay. 050-981-2245.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We are super grateful. Now we know that we won't be too confused on Sunday.
Exactly.
And our fathers will be very excited.
Absolutely.
On Sunday, finally, they'll know that we didn't let them down.
We love and appreciate them.
We love and appreciate them. Thank you for being here. I've been speaking to Abigail Frimpong and Henrietta Siedu. They are both managing partners at Gifts Emporium, and they've been helping us with the gift ideas to give to our loved ones. Please, Sunday, don't disappoint us. On Monday, we'll activate the phone line for our fathers to call us and let us know the gifts you gave to them. But then this week, as we are celebrating all fathers, send us your messages with regards to your father, and also make sure that you bring his picture. We'll air it and we'll read the message, the lovely message about your father on air. Let's do this. Let's show our father some love. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we go into the world of technology because Spiky is right here. Do stay with us.